Hey, girl.
Hey, Tonell. Listen, I saw on Facebook the other day the Empire page had their favorite scenes, like cast members saying,
I
out of
love
character
it.
saying what their favorite scenes were.
Yes.
And Taraji P. Henson, of course, said, you know, it was almost like she was cooking again. I like when I snatched her up.
I know, but it
Well,
seemed like a lot of the favorite scenes were
Yeah.
a lot of my favorite.
A lot of
scenes.
yours,
But
yeah.
I think my favorite scene was it had to be when Cookie and Portia busted Anika for working with Brandy in the house and went and threw her stuff out.
Boo, boo, boo. Now you can't speak English.
Exactly. That was my favorite scene. What's yours?
I think I like that. I hadn't even thought about that one.
I
I
love
think
that.
I really liked the scene where Jamal came out.
Oh, that was good.
I
During
liked
the
it because
song.
it had everything that we love the show for. It had drama. It was intense. It was musical.
It was. It was wrapped all into one
Right.
there.
Everything wrapped
That
in
was
the
a good
yeah.
scene.
But I mean, I like me and 16.9 million other people liked everything else about the show.
but the
too,
elevator
so.
scene was good too.
Yeah, the elevator
like
scene
that a
was
lot.
really, really good, and I like a lot of the scenes with Andre because he's such a good actor. He just hit it.
Really is. I hope they have him singing
I
in
know.
the next season because
And
he can sing.
And
so.
I hope his career like kind of takes off. Period. Like we see him in more stuff because he's just so good at what he
I
does.
hadn't seen him in anything before this, so I'm sure he's probably been in
him.
things. I
Really,
just-
he has just had you didn't know him,
Right,
And
right.
you probably look back and go, oh, that's Andre now.
Well, hey, thinking of Cookie, she's going to be hosting SNL.
I know.
This Saturday.
It's Cookie Week.
Oh, I'm so excited! I can't wait.
On Saturday, and then she's hosting SNL. The SNL promos for this stuff have been hilarious. Like their takeoff on Empire was just like
I know, really, right?
perfect. It was awesome. It was so funny.
I know, and Cookie's been Taraji P. Henson has been teasing the mess
Yeah,
out of this
she
on her
has.
Twitter.
Well, it's a big deal for an actor to be asked to
know.
host this show that's
know.
been around for what, 40 years now?
And here
More
she
than 40
is
years
doing
now.
it.
And here she is finally doing it after this long career toiling. All of a sudden her star is
Girl.
shining brighter than it's ever shone before. And then next week she's going to return to Person of Interest, the show she was on before Empire.
Oh.
Yeah, she's she was on that show. I hope I'm not spoiling it for anybody, but on that show, she was killed, which was how she got out of the contract, I guess. But they're gonna have flashbacks, and when she did die, it was very emotional for the lead character. So, but she's going
So
back
she's
there.
going
So
to be
she's everywhere.
on, but she's dead. But they're going
Right.
to be able to use.
They're gonna be able to use her as she flashbacks.
Isn't she in high demand coming back
Honey,
for flashbacks?
Everybody wants to nibble on the cookie.
I know. I want her to get some rest. I want her to be ready for season 2. Well,
Right.
thinking about Empire characters, Terrence Howard's Twitter page.
I try not to go there. He scares me a
on
little
April
sometimes.
1st, and I didn't know if this was an April Fool's joke or not. He did do it on April 1st. He tweeted, "Hey, I've been pretty quiet the last few days. I'm sure y'all heard about some of the crap being thrown out there by my ex. Please advise." So he's here on Twitter asking for advice.
Please ask him for. This is the ex that was threatening him on Instagram.
I know, right? And
Well, at least he's going. You know what? I throw up my hands. I don't know what to do with her.
He is, but I don't know if we need Twitter
I don't
to
know.
be giving advice here.
Right? Because I mean, that's every time.
And
Dick,
somebody
Harry,
says,
and
Team Lucius, they want him turned into Lucius right now. in
well,
this
you
situation.
know, we have this issue where once you play a character really well, you are that character to us.
I know.
It's what we
It
do.
just he kind of Terrence. He uses Twitter in a way where he just lays it out there.
Well,
you
he
know?
uses everything in a way where he lays it out there. But speaking of laying it out there, the last episode of The Slap was this past Thursday.
That was
Right,
the
it's
8-part
gone. It was the
NBC
end.
miniseries.
Right, that came on
Guy
Thursday.
slaps kid. They go
Yeah.
to court. Well, Harry was found guilty, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Did they give a sentence? He was on probation.
Right,
Yeah.
the time served.
Right, time served.
And basically, it was like I felt incomplete at the end of it. Like I wanna be
I was
more.
so let down.
See what I'm saying? It was like it. I guess I was supposed to come up with my own ending, which I guess is okay because everybody just kind of went back to their lives, but nothing was resolved except for the case itself, which really wasn't because the parents were kind of found
Right.
guilty too. The judge is like,
Yeah.
I'm seeing some parental oversight issues.
She talked about I think possible CPS involvement or whatever.
Well, yeah, and
right.
yeah, basically they were going to have a CPS person, a person drop by the house
Right,
to
and
check on the
check
kid all the time.
I mean, everybody got a little slapped around by the judge, but it just ended with a thud to me. It was
You
like,
said slapped around by the
well, you know, not, you know.
I know.
But anyway, she kind of hit on everybody for being, you know, having shortcomings.
My problem with this was that they used the judge as a stand-in for what everyone was thinking.
Exactly.
But the problem was we had never seen that judge before, so her words, even though she was a judge, her words didn't carry much weight with me as an audience
And I thought they used the
member.
young teenage boy for that purpose
They
too.
used
When
him,
he got on
right.
the stand, he kind of chastised the guy for having a relationship with the teenager.
Yeah.
Chastised, but it just ended.
He called everybody out on the
He
stand,
called
didn't
everybody.
he?
I thought he was great, but to me, this last show, it just didn't have.
It didn't feel like an ending.
It felt like I'm coming back next week for something
Yeah.
else, but not that I'm excited to come back next week because it did end
Right.
with excitement.
Right, and I mean, it could be
Not like Empire. Anyway.
It could be like those British series where season 1 is eight episodes, season 2 is 3 episodes, and maybe they'll bring it back again to try to give us a
But
glimpse
will I
into their
come
lives.
back?
But probably not,
Because I was
from the look
highly,
on your face, you were disappointed.
Honey, I've sat through 8 episodes.
Yeah.
And I was highly disappointed with the way the slap ended.
Yeah.
I didn't get it at all.
I tell you what didn't disappoint me. I tell you about. I couldn't help but send it to you. The Golden Girls Lego set that's trying to get all the
I
supporters.
know you're excited about that.
I am. I need it.
But you know, when you
I
first
need it in my
told me
life.
that, I was like, I didn't watch
Right,
Golden
you
Girls.
didn't watch
but
it.
when I saw this set, the
The
Lego
set's
set is
awesome.
wonderful.
It's wonderful, and they just need 10,000 supporters. And last time I looked, they were like at 8,000. And just
you
you
probably
know,
made it 8,000.
y'all Google it and check it out for yourself. I mean, I want them to put a little tiny George Clooney in there because he was on all those shows. But I mean,
I thought the Lego set looks wonderful.
Yeah.
If you are a Golden Girl fan, you will go out
you
and
will,
buy it.
you will love it. And it's like, so the news this week, there's been some uplifting stuff, there's been some crazy stuff. You've got the Waxahachie firefighters. What are they doing
that
up
was
there?
sad.
That was really sad.
The sexual assault, and I think it was
Right.
videotaped by one of the
By
female
one of the
volunteers.
right.
or-
At the volunteer fire department.
It comes across as hazing in a way,
but
and
they
I know they're not calling it that.
They're not calling it hazing because they say they're not students, so it's not technically hazing. But in reading the story,
Well,
it's
initiation,
the
whatever
right,
they
a
wanna
right
call it.
of initiation. So that's
Yeah.
what they're calling it. But they basically
Sad.
they bent this guy over and violated him. 5 other people, males, and then they added insult to injury by hiding his clothes. And they're supposed to be protecting and serving the community.
It's a good thing that this person came out and told, because
Yeah.
it sounds like there's other people that this happened to that are now kind of saying, "Oh yeah," but I'm glad this person said something, 'cause that is just horrible.
Yeah, it's just horrible, and I hope
I think they're suspended
they're
right now.
right,
or-
and they've all been charged, and I think only one person is left in jail and a $75,000 bond. But I'm thinking that some of the other crimes that you see, people
Right.
get so much more, and
Right.
this was just. It's just really awful to
horrible.
me, and I don't know whether it was a lack of oversight or what, but it's really, really sad
I'm sure
to see.
they're out of that department now. But
And then they charged that policeman with murder in South Carolina.
But give it to South Carolina.
Give it to them.
They
They
acted quickly.
and acted how people.
They acted
But
quickly.
isn't it sad?
And he still gets to go to court. He still
Right.
gets his
He
day in
still
court.
gets his day in court.
Right.
But isn't it sad that we live in the land of the free, but we still have to go, there's tape of this, there's video of this incident. I wonder what the verdict's going to be.
Well,
You know,
that
we
too,
still
but
have to-
imagine if
we
there
still
were,
have
if
to
there
say
was
that.
no video.
Yeah. I saw the interview with the guy who took the video. He said he realized what he had on his hands very early, and he thought about deleting it. He thought about keeping it but moving away, giving it to
Did he
someone but moving
intentionally
away.
wait because he wanted to see how they would come out in their report?
But
or
he
something?
had not because of the report, but just because he thought he saw these guys. He said when he started videoing, they were on the ground, and he thought the guy was trying to get away from the taser, and he said that he had no idea it was going to be what it was, but when it was, he couldn't stop, and it was really interesting. He was very He's been all over NBC News. He was very eloquent in his, and I think he did the right thing. He didn't go to the police with the video. He went to the family.
Right. Right.
And now they're talking
and
about
somebody got the New York Times a copy too,
Right.
because I think they were the first ones with the
and
video.
they're talking about, you know, outfitting the police force now with body cameras. I feel like I need to wear a body camera.
Well, you know, here in Texas, Senator Royce West is really pushing that.
Yeah.
So we'll see where that
we'll
goes.
see where that goes. But you know, there was some good news too. I mean, Starbucks, man, came back, didn't they? Didn't they come back?
Starbucks. Okay, no, you know what? Several weeks ago, they came out with the race talk on the cup thing.
Hashtag race together. And we said we didn't want our
and I didn't think I wanted the barista talking to me about race while I was trying to get my
just give me my coffee.
But now they come out with the this online university.
Yeah.
Where if you
they've got that agreement with Arizona State.
Right, but if you work for them, you can go for 4 years.
For 4 years, they're gonna pay for it.
I think it's online.
Yeah, it's online.
And they're going to pay for it.
Yeah.
You can even be a part-time worker.
Yeah. Because and it's because their CEO feels as if an educated workforce is one that we need. And he's doing it. He's not just talking it, he's doing it. So maybe I can forgive his hashtag race together, even though we did give him an E for effort.
Well, they are obviously trying to move past that with this latest initiative.
But then you got University of Florida on the other end. They accepted 3,000 freshmen. University of Florida in Gainesville, they've got like more than 40,000 students there. They accept like 12,000 students in their freshman class, but 3,000 of the students they accepted
didn't realize they were being accepted online.
Oh, by the way, you're going to have to agree to go online only.
So if your plan was to send little Betsy off to college, she's staying home. She can do her online courses right there.
Buffy's got to stay home. Mama is mad because Mama was like, she was making her a knitting room.
Because there's nothing like being on that campus, soaking up that environment,
that helps
especially as a freshman.
That helps you with your maturity and getting out of the home.
Yes.
And now you're telling them they've derailed some kid's dream right now.
You got to accept it, but it's online.
But it's online.
Yeah, I'm going to watch that one. It's going to be interesting to see
I
how
hope they all turn them down.
I mean, that one plays out.
There was a lot of good stuff in the paper. We had a Greg Hardy piece in Sports Day that was delved into his whole career and how different people, he's different things to different people. Some people talk about he's this great guy. Some people talk about how.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting to see how he does here in Dallas.
And they keep wanting this, the word bipolar keeps coming up, but he's never been diagnosed like a lot of people because people just don't talk about it.
That's right.
But maybe with Empire shining a light on it and people talking more about mental illness, it'll
work out.
I mean, so I don't know. I got tons of work to do today. What about you?
I do too. My
to-do list is so long. I had to put this like at number 5. This wasn't even at the top. It might be number 8. I don't know.
Oh God, girl.
Anyway.
All right. Well, I need to get back. But,
I'll
I'll
same time
catch up next week.
All right. Bye.